Would you hire someone for $2,500 a month if you could get the same work done for just £100? Sounds too good to be true, right? But that's exactly what's happening with AI. And in this video, I'll show you 5 AI tools that can replace real employees and how you can use them to grow faster without burning cash. Now, let me be clear. I'm not saying you should fire all your employees, but for solopreneurs, small businesses, and creators, these AI tools can replace the tasks you would normally pay thousands of dollars for. So let's go through them one by one.
If you've ever tried editing videos yourself, you know that it's very painful. It's hours of cutting clips, syncing video, adding subtitles, adding animations, and if you outsource it, it gets pretty expensive pretty fast. Now, the tool that's absolutely brilliant with short-form audio editing is called Captions AI. You just drop in the raw footage that you have and it's adding transitions, animations, generating captions. But let's take a look at it in practice. So this is how the tool looks like. And you can click here in AI Edit, and then you just drop the video. The video does have to be under 1 minute long, so unfortunately you can't use it for long form content, but it is really good at editing short form content. I have uploaded the video and I'm just gonna show you the video, how it looks like. This is just a simple video where I'm talking, there are no animations, nothing. And this is how this was edited.
Most people use AI image generation tools completely wrong, and that's why their product photos look bad.
In order to put these kind of animations over a video on your own, it would take an editor hours. But here, the actual captions that I got something, you can edit as well the effects that are put on it. This camera and the keyboard are generated, but you can either import your image or generate a different style of the effect. You can also remove these sounds that you hear. It creates really comprehensive animations. You can then just download it and basically you've got a really ready to go video in a few seconds. So I think that's absolutely brilliant. Now the tool actually has other functionalities. You can create an avatar of yourself and then it can create videos for you, which is also quite a nice feature. Now, next up, let's talk about design. Whether it's YouTube thumbnails, logos, or even product shots, good design isn't cheap. But with Nanobana AI, which is the newest Google Gemini AI image generation model, you just type what you want and in seconds you get ready to publish image. What you have to watch out for is if you just type in Nanobana AI, there are a lot of these companies that show up which are actually not affiliated in any way with Google. So what you need to access is Google AI Studio. And let's say that we've got this moisturizer, Lumen, which is a moisturizer used for men. And we want to have someone apply it on themselves. It's a male brand, but I think if we can imagine that we're expanding into a female market, perhaps we would need this kind of photos. And as you can see, this looks pretty good. Obviously, it's not perfect, but it kept the product exactly the same. Now, the more specific you are with the prompt, the better usually the output is. But I think this is definitely not bad. And now, the other way in which you could use this is have it, for example, create thumbnails. Let's say that I have this image that I want to create as a thumbnail and I want it to say next to the woman. Now, one of the challenges with Nanobana AI is the fact that if you provide the photo in a horizontal format, you will get output being horizontal format. Now, if you're looking for a vertical, you would have to input a vertical one. And it created it. This is definitely not bad. I'm not sure why it added this YouTube logo, but I can ask it to remove it. The model will just do that. And now it's gone. Now, let's talk about admin. I think managing your calendar, chasing emails, booking meetings does eat up a lot of time. And normally people hire virtual assistants for this, which costs quite a lot. But Lindy AI does the same thing instantly, and she does it really well. So an example that we wanted to show you was an email that I sent actually to myself. where I asked, should we catch up about the project? Lindy, please schedule a meeting sometime tomorrow. So what you do, I've just added to CC scheduler at victorialindymail.ai, and it says, I noticed that tomorrow is Sunday and I'm configured to only schedule meetings Monday through Friday. Would you like me to look for available times next week instead? So this is really brilliant. In the actual Lindy AI workspace, you can change a lot of things. So in the settings here, you could provide it with the context, what your company is about, and what kind of language do you use, what they shouldn't do. And here you can see how the actual model is thinking and the tasks that it's doing. There are many other things that Lindy AI has. It has newsletter writer, where you can input the way that your newsletter looks like, a template, and it will create newsletter for next week. So there are many opportunities, and it is a brilliant piece of software. Now let's talk about onboarding. Every company that has the same problem, because there are a lot of people that will be asking their manager basic questions. How do I book holiday? Especially when they just joined a company. And of course, that's completely understandable. What is the expense policy? And instead of bugging someone, you can build an AI onboarding agent with Chatbase, feed it with your company policies, and anyone can get an answer basically instantly. So it means less time wasted. And also it means that people usually are more comfortable asking ChatGPT or an assistant about something rather than having to speak to their manager. So really these problems get solved much faster. And the way to create this is super simple. You just create new AI agent. I downloaded some of the documents which are like parental leave policy. This one is from London School of Economics, but we're just gonna borrow it. So I'm just going to drop this file and I'll drop another one so we have a bit more, which is holiday pay from another. You can basically paste PDFs, docs, and you can even hook it up to Notion actually. But we'll just go on and create the agent. We've got the agent ready. So let's say that in this parental leave policy, it says that employees are entitled up to a maximum of 18 weeks unpaid leave for each child. So we're going to ask about this and see whether we get correct answer. So how much parental, and it does say you're entitled to a maximum of 18 weeks of unpaid parental leave for each child up to their 18th birthday. You can later on customize this agent and change the way that it looks. You can have questions that pop up as soon as people open it. But this is just to show you how quick it is to set up and how useful it is, especially in big companies, but really in any company, I think. And now the final thing is meetings. I've sat in so many meetings over the years where the meeting happened and no one knew what actions were supposed to be taken. And Fathom solves that. There are other AI tools and I'm sure they work equally well. I do want to show you how Fathom works. So when you log into Fathom, you can have it join every meeting that you take part in and automatically sends to all attendees a meeting notes. It also creates these action items, which can be synchronized to Todoist or Asana. And you got the summary of what is the meeting purpose, what are the key takeaways. And I found it to be really user-friendly, really easy, and really impactful. Basically, it feels like having a free secretary in every meeting.
Are AI tools perfect? No, they're not. You will still need humans for a lot of tasks. But for repetitive work, they replace thousands of dollars in salaries. And for small businesses, that's a massive competitive edge. And if you're saying something like, oh, I tried this tool, but it didn't work out for me. If you're not using and learning how to use these tools now, in 8 months from now, in a year from now, you will be left behind because I guarantee you, your competitors are using them. Now, comment below which of these tools you're going to implement in your business. And if you want me to make a video comparing design work done by AI versus human designer, subscribe to this channel.